Have you ever felt someone who always seemed perfect, scandal-free, polite, humble, suddenly appears in major news stories that shock you? That's what's happening to Cha Eun-woo. This name, synonymous with visuals, achievements, and a good boy image, is suddenly linked to a serious issue: taxes. The question is simple, yet powerful: backhand index pointing right, did Cha Eun-woo really evade taxes? Backhand index pointing right, or is this just a blown-out misunderstanding? This video will discuss everything calmly, coherently, and comprehensively. No excessive drama. No judgment. Watch until the end, because it could be, what you've been thinking all this time isn't entirely true. Cha Eun-woo is known as one of the most safe public figures in the South Korean entertainment industry. He's rarely involved in gossip. He rarely sparks controversy. He's often held up as an example of an idol with a professional attitude and good ethics. Therefore, when the issue of alleged tax evasion emerged, many people immediately asked, why him? Is this Cha Eun-woo serious? Impossible, right? But in the digital age, a single news story can spread faster than any clarification. A single headline can outweigh dozens of facts. This is where the problem begins. This issue first surfaced when the South Korean tax authorities conducted an audit of tax returns related to a specific financial structure. Cha Eun-woo's name was then mentioned in the news. Not because of a direct confession. Not because of a court ruling. But because of the administrative connection. The media then used very strong language, allegations, scheme, investigation, and as usual, the public immediately jumped to conclusions. Yet, at this stage, no legal decision had been made. All that was happening was the investigation process. To understand why this issue is so big, we must understand one thing: taxes in South Korea are a highly sensitive issue. Public figures there are judged not only by talent and achievements, but also by their adherence to morals and the law. Tax cases in Korea are often considered a reflection of a person's character. That's why, when an artist is caught up in a tax issue, even if it's just an allegation, the reaction can be so extreme. Big name equals big demands. And Cha Eun-woo is a very big name. The important point here is, this issue isn't about Cha Eun-woo being caught evading taxes directly. What's at issue is the financial structure and reporting that the tax authorities consider needing to be reviewed. In the world of finance, there's a big difference between tax evasion, administrative errors, differences in interpretation of regulations. Unfortunately, on social media, all of these are often lumped together. Headlines become clickbait. Narratives become wild. Facts become obscured. Cha Eun-woo finally issued an official statement. His tone was calm. He wasn't defensive. He didn't blame anyone. He apologized for the uproar. He stated that he would fully cooperate with the ongoing process. And he emphasized that he would take responsibility as a citizen. There were no dramatic words. There was no overly defensiveness. This is precisely where many people began to pause and think. Public reaction fell into three broad categories. First, those who were immediately disappointed and angry. Second, those who chose to wait for the facts. Third, those who unconditionally defended. Social media has become a battlefield of opinion. A single news item can go viral without context. A single sentence can be distorted in meaning. This is where we are tested as viewers and fans. Are we willing to think, or just go with the flow? It's undeniable that issues like this will have an impact. Some brands are reportedly being more cautious. Some partnerships are being evaluated. However, this isn't the end of the world. The history of the Korean entertainment industry shows that many artists are able to recover from the storm, as long as they act honestly and responsibly. At this point, it's important to remember one thing: Cha Eun-woo is not a drama character. He's not a fictional character. He's human. He can make mistakes. He also has the right to a fair legal process. Criticism is allowed. Questioning is natural. Judging before a verdict? That's dangerous. This case isn't over yet. The facts are still unfolding. And the truth isn't determined by the most comments. All we can do as viewers is wait, understand, and be fair. What do you think? Is this a pure misunderstanding? Or is it a big lesson for public figures? Leave your thoughts in the comments section. Thank you for watching until the end. See you in the next video.